Hey everyone, welcome back to Family Scuba. This weekend I had a great time diving Gilboa Quarry in Ohio. There's a lot of videos out there about that quarry and what they have to see there as far as underwater attractions. One of the things I wanted to do after that great weekend of diving is talk about cold water diving, specifically what and how it affects your Sorb if you're diving CCR, what I use for cold water diving in terms of thermal protection, and other considerations as far as dive planning, especially decompression diving in really cold water. So I hope you enjoy. We'll start out with my Sorb so you can take a look at what that looks like. I did a total of 4.5 hours of diving in about 41 degree water. I'll put up the environment screenshots from the Shearwater app at the end of this video so you can see what the profiles were, what the temperatures were, and the dive durations. Without further ado, I will dump the Sorb out and you can take a look and see what it looks like after about 4.5 hours of 40 degree diving. Okay, so these are my canisters. I did a video a while back about the build quality of the Sidewinder. This is what the heads look like now after 200 hours of diving. If you saw that other video, you recall that I had a hardwired Shearwater. I no longer have that. I had some water intrusion issues with it at about 175 dives, or hours I should say. It was sent to it was sent in for service. I forget who services them exactly. But I ended up upgrading to the Petrol 3. And it was just easier to do the 4-pin than having to send the heads back to Shearwater for a new wire install. So in any case, the 4-pin has worked out really great. They were really awesome as far as the service center service goes. Highly recommend sending your stuff in you know, on a regular basis, and not just when you have issues, because they can help out quite a bit. So I'll go ahead and dump that Sorb so you can see what that looks like. This is the left head, so I'll do that second. This is the right head, so this is where all of my exhausted breath goes to at first. Here's the condition of that head. You can see it's got some wear and tear on it. I am not nice to this thing. It gets used and abused and pushed through some tight restrictions, and as you can see, it's still in really good shape. I do like the ADV. I know people delete those. Mine has not had any issues. I take it apart, clean it, and put it back together, and it's been great. I did upgrade to the Fathom needle valve. It is amazing. I don't know, keep in the habit of plugging companies, but I do give you know, praise where praise is due. So shout out to Fathom for that. Their customer service is also great. No complaints with that thing. But anyhow, on to the point of the video, dumping out the Sorb. So this is the right canister. This is where my breath starts out the process of eliminating the carbon dioxide. So this one gets its initial the initial hit before it reaches the other canister. So this one will always end up getting depleted first. Suspect after 4.5 hours it's going to be pretty solid. So you can see that coming out. I think you can see that. Kind of comes out like very loose concrete. Most of that is out of there. But as you can see, it's pretty solid for the most part. Kind of like wet cement. Now we'll do the other side. Like I said, this is the left canister. And this one gets kind of the secondary scrubbing. So generally this one's going to be a lot less used by the time I replace it. And the left one would be the one I would normally keep in if I was going to only replace the scrubber in one of the canisters, because this one will generally have some more life left in it. But I won't get into all the boring details of that just yet, or in this video I should say. You could see how much wider this Sorb is compared to the other one that's a lot darker. This one also comes out a lot easier and isn't as clumped, but after 4.5 hours it definitely comes out much cleaner in here compared to the other side. After 4.5 hours it's definitely done. However, based off of how loose this still is, this probably had at least another half hour to an hour on it. And again, that's over the course of a single weekend of 40-degree diving. So that's the Sorb. There's about 2.5 pounds in each canister, so about 5 pounds total. I know there's a huge debate out there about how much it can actually take. I can tell you that I weigh it out most of the time when I'm being super anal about how much Sorb is going in my rebreather, and makes it more consistent. Anyway, that's why I do it. But 5 pounds, and the left side is usually still really loose and broken up, more so when I don't put as many hours on it or if it's in warmer water. In any case, that's the Sorb. Those are the canisters. Those are the current condition, as I said, after 2 years, or sorry, 200 hours of use. And the Sorb. Those are the screens. As you can see, that's the right one, that's the left one. So this one's going to need some rinsing out. Thanks for watching. In the next part of this weekend's videos, I'm going to briefly show you what I wear and how I stay warm. Take care. So here are the summaries of the dives that we did. They're listed in order, the 3 dives ranging from 1 hour and 31 minutes to 1 hour and 21 minutes, I believe, all between 39 and 42 degrees, I think, with an average of about 40, 41. I hope this is helpful and useful to you. Be sure to check out my next videos where I talk about my undergarments and other considerations when diving in cold water. Take care.